Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. We're swinging.
Jump
We're still
next.
swinging.
Jump next.
Danger.
Jump next. Jump next.
We are going to talk about the story of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Just one? Or are we... Look at him.
What are we doing?
I'm frozen in time, Sora. I
Hey.
can no longer move in this jungle environment.
What are you doing over there?
God, A, being like a little bit sniffly, and B, I can't do a Donald Duck voice.
Please help me, Goofy.
Help me, Goofy.
Get me out of the jungle. I'm desperate for it.
That's frightening.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so the story of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah. Little boy Sora
Start off.
reading the Torah.
Yeah, Sora's reading the Torah.
Sora
at home.
is a Jew.
He's reading the Torah, doing his.
Nagila Hava.
He's spinning his dreidel,
All right.
and he's on an island.
God, how do we even start?
Oh no, it starts off in his dream, right? He's like, you gotta choose something.
Well, I think technically it would start with the intro cutscene, which we can't show any of because Utada Hikaru would come and personally strike us down.
I'll show just the cinematic. and
Just
not
video only, no audio.
No, here's our rendition.
Simple and clean is
the way that you're
showering
with me
tonight.
Oh baby,
Oh, baby, please don't go.
Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel
Tonight.
It's hard to
let it go.
Go. There it is. So in that cinematic, like a lot of shit's happening. Sora's like falling through the sky and like looking at a reflection of himself in the water, and then
He's
like
sitting on the beach and then sees himself like
the part where he finally falls down and rests on top of like Snow White. You hear the oh.
and with the doves like flying around.
Yeah. I just like the end of Hikari's song where it's like, oh.
I didn't want to hit that one. I wanted to hit that one. It was the secret other little black man. Well, black mage man.
Black Mage. And
Crush
then
the blacks.
middle?
Nope.
Middle. Try middle.
I don't need to do this. I'm done. I
was wanting to play the game.
I already farmed those for like 45 minutes to an hour to get synthesis materials.
We'll go beat by beat kind of.
Okay.
We get introduced to Sora.
Sora, Riku, and Kairi are three kids hanging out on their home of the Destiny Islands.
They go to this island every once in a while. They're not like orphan kids, because that's what I originally thought. Like they're kids that are like lost boys.
Sora, it's time for dinner.
That's when I was like, wait, they got a mommy.
Wait, he has a mother? Where's his father?
Your mom.
Your mother is missing you, Sora.
Don't believe him, Sora.
I'm just imagining Donald like as a freakishly deformed creature.
Is he not? Is he not already?
He's a duck, but
Who wears a shirt and no pants and a hat with
that's just a perv.
little bracelets.
That's just a pervert.
Goofy's fully clothed.
I know, Donald Duck's just bare ass.
I have no penis, Sora.
So the characters we meet are like Sora's our main dude, and then Riku's kind of like our rival in a sense, because he's a little bit older and a little bit more adept at doing things. Because the initial thing you do to like kind of have a rivalry with him is like have a race. And then like Kairi's the referee of some kind.
If you can find the face that show the face that Sora makes after he loses the race to Riku when he wants to name it Highwind, because he's like makes this huge pouty face that is like, wow, you fucking impetuous child, just get over it. It's a race.
It's a race, bud. Come on.
It's a race. It's a race. I'm going to win.
And then there's this big event that happens, like this big thunderstorm or something.
Well, they like are trying to build this raft because they have.
They want to leave Destiny Island.
They want to leave the island just to see what else is out there in the world, and like a big storm comes, and they go back to the little island where they built their raft to try and like make sure it doesn't get destroyed, and
a bunch of these shadow monsters come out of the woodwork.
The Heartless start appearing, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? And Riku's like, I'm not afraid of the darkness. Give over to it, Sora. And they have their little moment where they're like reaching for each other, like in the intro, and Destiny Islands get like destroyed, and Sora wakes up in Traverse Town, where I'm a master of levitation, Sora.
There's no gravity here.
The surly bonds of Earth have slipped me.
Oh shit. And then Sora fights all these fuckers with a stick
Yeah.
because he doesn't have a sword yet.
Sword.
And then this is my life now.
I can no longer join you in your adventure, Sora.
Boil.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Join us, Goofy.
So there's so much that happens in that initial, like there is stuff that you can do on the island, like hang out with other Final Fantasy characters, like Fifi or whatever the fuck.
Titus.
Yaka.
Or no, Waka.
Waka.
Well, there's Selfie, Titus, Waka, or Titus, however the fuck you guys out there want to say it.
Titties.
Titties.
My name is Titties. What's
Like
up,
Titty Cucka.
man? Waka. Selfie.
Fozzie Bear.
Yep.
Oh man, that would be fantastic.
If they got Muppets
If
into
a
it?
Muppet world was in here and they were puppet versions of themselves?
They're all marionettes.
Not marionettes, just like Muppet versions of Sora.
Well, he would
and
be like a
Donald and Goofy.
Pinocchio. Like Sora would be like a weird marionette, and then everybody would be like a Muppet.
You never
version.
see them from like the waist down because that's where the puppeteers have got to be. So all the cinematics are just like Sora with his flappy little mouth talking to him. That'd be amazing. I would love that.
That's what they kind of screwed the pooch on in this game. We'll get to it, but
Well,
you get introduced to this weird dream sequence where Sora has to fight this huge ass Heartless with dreadlocks, and it's like the first time I like leveled up in the game. I think when I first played it, I was like, "Holy shit, level up! What? That looks so cool!" And then after that, you meet up or you fall into Traverse Town.
yeah, you end up in Traverse Town where
Pluto's licking your face up.
Donald and Goofy have also been like
Sent on a mission.
sent on a mission by King Mickey to find somebody who holds the key that will open the door to light and all this shit. And so they're like looking for this key, and they see his keyblade, and they're like, "Oh, it's you that is our savior. You are a messiah.
We will praise you.
We will join you forever in this quest."
Yep.
And they all are like, "Hey, okay, so we got to go around and try and find King Mickey," and they're going to each different world that are being
And
attacked by the Heartless.
they're like locking the worlds.
because the keyhole of the heart of the world has been unlocked, which allows the Heartless to get there, which can lead to the world being like destroyed, and so
that's their mission. Essentially, is to shut the door of darkness
I think so.
or find the door of light,
I
or no, seal Kingdom Hearts. Right.
guess.
I think that's what. I mean, that Ansem. We'll get to Ansem.
Billy Zane.
Billy Zane, the villain from Titanic.
And that's how I think of him every time. Not as the Phantom, but as the.
I put the coat on her. Find my coat.
Holy shit! I forgot that line existed, and now it's coming rushing back.
Find my coat. Okay.
I put the coat on her.
I put the coat on her.
Holy shit!
What an
Okay.
oversight, Billy Zane. Come on. So yeah, Billy Zane, our handsome man,
Handsome man.
little handsome man.
Tiny little handsome man.
He's our villain, and he's trying to open Kingdom Hearts so darkness can get into it or some shit.
He thinks that Kingdom Hearts is darkness, but no, as Sora says in the ending, dramatically. insert
Kingdom
clip
Hearts is light.
Hey, if I was Haley Joel Osment and I worked where I currently work, and it was a busy day, and I had to say the famous line that everybody attributes to Haley Joel Osment, I would look around and I'd say, "I see fat people."
Oh.
It's a terrible joke, but I love it.
Yep. So yeah.
They like.
After going to all these worlds, and let's just briefly go over the worlds. There's the first one you go to is the
Alice in
in
Wonderland.
What's the world called? Just Wonderland?
Yeah, I think so.
Wonderland, and then we go to Tarzan, which is Deep Jungle.
And then there's
Olympus.
The Olympus Well, no, it's
You can go to Olympus.
Thinking about the order. Yeah, you can
You
go,
can go to
Olympus
after Alice in Wonderlands.
But there's the Olympus Coliseum, there's Deep Jungle, which is Tarzan, and then there's you revisit worlds to like
There's Atlantica.
Atlantica, which is the Little Mermaid.
Yep. There's Halloween Town, which is
I know a lot of people
Nightmare
like.
Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good world. I love that world.
The Nightmare Before
The
Christmas.
bum, 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 ba-da-dum, ba. I can never get enough of that song. Like, it's so good. But I wish they would have in the second game, and we'll probably talk about this, but like use What's This? Use the What's This tune melody.
What's this? What's this?
When you actually go to the Christmas town.
Oh, that was not working.
You're trying to lift it up with the sheer willpower. Get up here.
You can never defeat the barrel, Sora.
And we go to Agrabah, like we were talking about, Atlantica, and then there's the End of the World, right? And Beauty and the Beast world.
End of the world. No, there's no Beauty and the Beast world in this.
What is it called in this?
Well, there's Hollow Bastion,
Hollow
where
Bastion.
Beast is hanging out. And there's Neverland,
Yes, Neverland
which is
has,
basically just.
and we go to
ship.
London.
Yeah,
A little bit of London.
which is weird.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Like-
We get to go to Big Ben.
Yeah, that's weird.
But the whole time when you're like I would just play after I got done with Neverland, and I found you can like open up the London. Like I was just flying around London, like with the stars kind of flailing or trailing around you, because that's all you
Around
can do.
Big Ben there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was such a fun little thing because I didn't have like the glide, like the super glide. I had like just the normal floaty glide.
Mm-hmm.
So going to Neverland and just like boosting around Big Ben was kind of fun.
I would do this thing where I would. Oh my God, do I want to tell this story? Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. I would listen to.
How old were you?
God, how old was I?
Listening to Evanescence and like,
No, not Evanescence. probably 12 or 13, I guess.
Yeah.
Because this came out, I think, around that time, like 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
I would listen to the Utada Hikaru, Simple and Clean, and I would be standing up in the crow's nest of Captain Hook's ship, and then right when the music would get to a certain part, I would have Sora jump down, and then right before I hit the water, start flying, and then I'd fly around and be like, yeah, this is Kingdom Hearts.
Fucking A. That's the shit that I would do too. Like make up your own little fun cinematic that you would make. I mean, I
Yeah.
did that with Smash Bros too. Like I would just like want to like make stories out of them fighting. Because like there's no story really, so like just make up your own.
Listen to Smash Mouth and play Smash Bros. And
Yeah. Listen
might
to
as well be walking on Final Destination.
play some Green Day Warning album, like Minority, whatever the hell they came out with during that era,
Don't want to be a Mushroom King, idiot.
or Brain Stew. Like that was fun. That's a good fighting song. Blast that while you're playing this.
If that's how you feel. Blaze Gem.
So towards the end of this game, we are turned into a Heartless, or maybe it's like the midway point, isn't it?
It's really near the end because you find out that you at Hollow Bastion
Oh, the main story is somebody's trying to gather all these princesses of light.
the hearts of the 7 princesses of light,
And it's basically Maleficent. That's the Disney side of the evil.
Mm-hmm.
And then you fight her, and that's a big fight with the dragon Maleficent.
which is a cool fight.
Yeah, it is. I actually enjoyed that more than I like the Ansem with the shadow demon around him, where he's like,
His
submit.
I've never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but apparently that's like something straight out of JoJo's.
Oh yeah,
There
it's
with
their stand.
stands.
Yeah.
Just like behind him.
Yep. Which is kind of a cool concept to borrow from.
I guess I've never seen JoJo, so.
And then, so the Princess of Light is the thing, and Kairi is one of them.
Kairi is, yeah,
She's like the
a
seventh one.
non-Disney princess of light, and you throughout the game you're meeting back up with Riku a couple times, and you're like, hey, what's up, bro? And then he gets turned by
Maleficent,
and like
Pete or whoever.
Pete's not in this one, sadly.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's not.
Hey, Pete. Pete. Goof. And so in Hollow Bastion, you fight Riku, who's like possessed by Ansem, and you find out that Kairi's heart has been inside of you the whole time, which is why she's comatose.
You have to release her.
And so by releasing her heart from yours, you also accidentally release your own heart, turning you into a heartless. And then she saves you by
finding
somehow.
Like she finds him, just like out of this group of a bunch of heartless. She's like, "You're Sora."
Well, he like wanders up to him, and then they get attacked by other ones. She's like, "Wait, I think this one is Sora." And Donald and Goofy are just like, "Kairi, what the fuck are you doing?
Kairi, what
Kairi, you cannot be meddling with the forces of darkness."
So he releases. Yeah, he's now Sora back again, but like
Which
that creates a heartless version of Sora.
And it also creates Roxas.
Yes, it does. And Roxas is Sora's nobody,
Which is for another time.
a half part of Sora. And this is where it starts to get really convoluted. Because right now we have like this basic idea of like, hey, Sora's looking for Kairi. We find out that Kairi's a part of this huge scope of...
Monstro! I forgot about Monstro.
Yeah, Monstro is a little Pinocchio part. I was going to talk about that. Like, they kind of screw the pooch on that one because Monstro is just, you're inside the monster.
Well, yeah.
It's not like a Pinocchio world where you're like going through all these parts in Pinocchio.
That would be cool. Visit like little Italian village, which actually they have a Pinocchio world in Dream Drop Distance.
See, that would be fun right there.
You go to, as far as I remember,
the donkey place.
Yeah, you go to Pleasure Island, and just for shits and giggles, we're gonna start this final boss battle, but we'll do that in the next episode.
We'll be right back.
Bye.